Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time everyone, we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise, Season 3, Episode 2, StrongArm's Big Score. The episode, it begins with Sideswipe and StrongArm taking on Thunderhoof, and I'm thinking, oh crap, he's already been captured. How did he get out? No. It was actually a simulation drone, and it goes out of control, and Sideswipe kicks its head off. Its head off, literally. Which was amazing. The Autobots try to track down Paralon's signature from the last episode, where he is, and what's his name, the Minicon. Yeah, the Minicon there. And they can't find him. So what they do is they track down all possible locations that the Autobots have been since they got there back in, And StrongArm proposes to take Fixit along with her to go and, because Fixit's been keeping track of everyone's scores, through training exercises and stuff. And StrongArm wants to take Fixit along so that on the mission that Fixit can improve on the score and stuff. Anyway, so they agree. Denny and Russell are left to man the command center, which there is a funny moment which we'll get to. So what happens is this: they go to a mountain where the original Autobot base is, which is pretty interesting. There wasn't much left there anyway. So that's where StrongArm and Fixit encounter Scatterspike and Sawtooth. Scatterspike looks similar in ways to Quillfire. It's a she, by the way. I was shocked, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, she transformed in the same vehicle mode as Quillfire, and Sawtooth as a weapon, much like Paralon's Minicon, transformed into a weapon, and that being a spear. No, a baton weapon. Anyhow, so they have a bit of a fight. StrongArm and Scatterspike get tangled literally because Quillfire's abilities, her quills, unlike Quillfire's, in this case, makes StrongArm magnetized, and both StrongArm and Scatterspike get magnetized, and that forces them out of the mountain, and they literally get attached to each other. Meanwhile, Fixit is trapped in the volcano phase. He turns out the drill and orders Sawtooth to stand down. However, they have a bit of a fight. Then Sawtooth's like, well, wait, are you an Autobot or that whatever? So Fixit and Sawtooth explain their sides of the stories and all that stuff. And unfortunately, during their little fight, the drill reactivates and just destroys the controls. Back at the base, Denny and Russell get in contact with Drift and Grimlock, and Drift wants a copy of the training exercise documents, same with Grimlock. They tried to do so, but the controls go horribly wrong, and it was a hilarious moment, and Drift was like, I'll call you back. He actually says that, I'm not even kidding. So, that's going on. Now that StrongArm and Scatterspike, as I was saying, meanwhile, Scatterspike and StrongArm, they get detached, and they fight, and StrongArm is able to defeat Scatterspike and arrest her, and leaves Scatterspike there. And this is proven costly at the end of the episode. She goes back and rescues Fixit, because Fixit and Sawtooth work together to stop the drill while StrongArm alleviates the pressure on the sides of 4 parts of the mountain, which prevents an explosion, which thankfully that they did. StrongArm rescues Fixit, and unfortunately Sawtooth escapes, and so does Scatterspike, as evident by the destroyed stasis cuffs. Bumblebee and the others were going to go help, but they were accidentally teleported back to the ground bridge. So yeah, meanwhile, Scatterspike and Sawtooth return to whatever the base they are at, and we see Paralon's Minicon, the name escapes me. I'm sorry, everyone. It'll probably pop up in an annotation at some point, maybe a couple. I don't know. And they encountered this teal-colored clampdown look-alike named. It'll be in the annotations again. But yeah, he's like, you know what? There's more things to worry about than what happened. Sawtooth meets this minicon. It's a bird-like minicon called Arrowbolt, and explains you can't trust anyone. You have to. We need to trust who we need to trust. And what he's saying is that we got to work with the Decepticons more than the Autobots. So at the end of the episode, Bumblebee gets in contact with Optimus, and Bumblebee tells Optimus everything. He says, "Okay, I'm coming back to help you." The end. Not really, because at the actual end of the episode, Bumblebee's like, "Look, you're forgiven, but you are now going to be under a Fix-It-approved training exercise to run the command center from now on." StrongArm's score improves by half a point, which I think that's a little on Fix's part. Yeah, Fix-It was a bit funny in this episode, and StrongArm has already kept score for Fix-It, but he's not going to tell Fix-It. That's pretty much the end of that. And that's the end of the episode. All in all, I think it was pretty cool, to say the least. Obviously, this episode aired in Canada at the time of this recording. At the time of this recording, it is not. There has been no official release date for the U.S. because in Canada it's the continuation of season 2, while in the U.S. it's season 3. Just a little clarification on that. But yeah, all in all, it was nice. Scatterspike was an interesting. Had that little accent to her, the Texas accent. It's similar to I don't know, Hank from Thomas. I mean, in that sense. I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying. Sawtooth was nice. I think similar to Paralon's minicon. I think this was at least it's not like the Fix-It minicons was at the end of season 2 of Decepticon Island Part 2. It was pretty interesting. We saw the teal clamp down. He was cool. Arrowbolt was something. I'm glad we saw Optimus again. Because, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be him or it's going to be him with Ratchet, Windblade, and Undertone, and Toolbox, and the other guys. Because they're going to get back to Cybertron and take Steeljaw and the other Decepticons back to prison. But my guess is that Optimus is going to go back to Earth by himself. They're probably going to activate a ground bridge, and he gets back to Earth and helps. Because, you can't just, take everyone back. You can't just leave the back half of the Alchemore unattended after what happened to Decepticon Island. But, anyway. All in all, I'm going to be curious to see what's going to happen with the rest of these episodes. Next episode should be interesting. It sounds funny by the title of it. But, as I said, good episode. StrongArm had, of course, a very nice episode. Similar to Suspended, when Crazy Bolt and Slice Dice debuted. But as I said, great episode. Fix-It was funny. Denny and Russell were funny as well, because they didn't know how to run the command center for their... they couldn't press they had... they kept pressing the wrong buttons, and... kaboom, literally. Pow! But anyway, it was a good episode. Fantastic, and... like Paralon, this will probably not be the last time we will see Scatterspike. And same with Sawtooth, because Sawtooth is very instant, much like the other minicons. So, but as I said, good episode. I cannot wait to see what happens in the next one. So yeah, that is my video review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise episode. StrongArm's big score. I will see you all very soon. I will be back as soon as possible with my next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a good day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.